This woman was so lucky. She found a 10-carat emerald diamond ring at the airport, looked around finding that no one came to claim it. So she took the ring and left the place in a hurry. She told her best friend the good news. Her friend reminded her that there was a man behind staring at her. When she returned, she saw a 30-year-old man. The man, Katter, looked at her, but didn't say a word. She finally couldn't help but ask what he was doing. Katter then slowly walked towards her. It turned out that it was his ring. He had just left it behind at the security checkpoint by accident. She returned the ring to Katter, but he was familiar with the scene. The same scene as when his parents met. Love at first sight is not because of a glance at you to fall in love with you, but because after seeing you, I could never forget you. Why do you keep looking at me? Your heart is as beautiful as your person. I don't understand. Because this ring is a priceless thing to me. The woman said it was an honor for her to have such an important item returned to its rightful owner. She got up to leave, but was interrupted by the man to ask for her contact information. But she refused flatly. A good encounter is always short-lived. This delusion is like water. This prosperity is like the light. Lovers are busy with their own. But fate is so magical. The two met again in the evening at the party. They gazed at each other for a long time with deep meaning in their eyes. His eyes were bright, and his mouth were raised. A flower of love was quietly blooming. But the next second, his face suddenly changed. She was pulled away by a bearded man. The two met again in the conference hall. So they were partners. The whole time his eyes never left the woodman. She ate a grape. Katter also ate one. After the meeting, he found her again and expressed himself. He said he was very happy to meet her again. After chatting, he realized that her name was Eliz. At that moment, the bearded man came over. He put his arm around her waist, claimed that she was her fiancée. This time he came to talk with him about this $10 billion project. If he succeeded, he would go home and prepare for the wedding. Katter could only cover his embarrassment with a smile. Watching their lovey-dovey scene, his heart was very uncomfortable. The fate of meeting is a great destiny. But God seems to have played a joke on him again. In the evening, they gathered again to discuss the project. Eliz came in a white dress. The knitted brows and smile hit the Katter's heart. His little heart almost jumped out. She just sat down and ate a grape. But her boyfriend's face was full of dislike. He blamed her for not eating in front of the rich man. But he told her to enjoy herself. He didn't take his eyes off Eliz the whole time. He came out of the toilet and accidentally ran into the bearded man and another woman. For this strange place, without her boyfriend's accompaniment, she could only enjoy the night sky alone. Katter found Eliz and did not tell her what he saw. Instead, he shared with her the sweet love story of the ring. A ring that has been passed down for 10 generations was still there, in this dreamy starry sky, and on this huge luxury liner. Who can resist the damn charm of Katter? At that moment the butler came and interrupted them. Tell him that the bearded man was drunk and lying on the table. He had to drive them back to the camp. When he left, he said goodnight and left the place. The next day Katter came over and invited them both to go on a desert tour. But the bearded man declined, saying this place was not suitable for him. Eliz could come with him if she was interested. Let's go and show me the beautiful scenery. They played from morning to evening. The endless desert was like a yellow sea. The sun shone on it with a million points of light shining. He took her to a lake. Eliz was fascinated by the unique charm of this place. Katter knew she liked grapes. He took her favorite out of the fridge. He fed it to her mouth. She hesitated for a moment and then ate it. The scene. They seemed to be laughing and talking like a real couple. The older man felt that the time had come. He finally found the courage to confess his love to Eliz. It was fate that we met. She rejected him directly and asked him to take her home. Coincidentally, the car ran out of gas at that moment. He had to take her home on horseback. On horseback with the woman he loved, enjoying the infinite vitality of nature. It was such a nice and relaxing thing. Goodbye, goodbye. Thought that was the end of their relationship. But at night, he ran into Eliz on the road again. It turned out that the bearded man gave Eliz a ticket, let her go to the concert alone. But she accidentally left the ticket in the cab. He invited her to have dinner with him and expressed his love again. Eliz didn't understand why he was so obsessed with her. When they parted, Katter took out his ancestral ring. He gave it to Aylas. Maybe it's time for me to let go. But if the ring comes back to my hand again, I will come back for you too.